I'm a mother of one child, 30-year-old, and I have an 8-year-old granddaughter. And
How old are you?
I'm 48 years old.
Okay.
I started having problems around 17 years ago. Severe pain. I didn't know what was happening to me. And I would go to doctors basically every week, sometimes 3, 4, 5 times a week, and explain to them the pain I was having and the problems that my body was going through.
Now, what kind of pain? Is it in your arms? Or could you describe the pain?
I started having severe migraines.
Go ahead.
And the migraines increased to muscle tension, and it got to a point where I couldn't move parts of my body, and I would be put to sleep and the doctor would crack my neck, or once he put me in the hospital for 3 days and did surgery, but he called it a spinal manipulation because my body was so tense from all the pain, they couldn't get it relaxed, and the medication wasn't working. So
keep telling me your story. What additional things happened? Like when you say you were in a lot of pain and you were all tense, could you walk, or were you mobile? Could you do daily activity?
I couldn't do daily activities. I stayed in the bed or on the couch most of the time.
Wow.
The pain is hard to explain. It's like when you can't move your arm, it's like trying not to move your neck and you can't turn your head because it's frozen. That's how intense the body tensed up.
You said you were on medication. What kind of medication were you on?
When I was seeing that particular doctor, the only medication, the medications he had me on was Vicodin, Flexeril, Elavil,
so basically they were pain type
all
medications?
pain and muscle relaxations.
Okay.
And Valium, all narcotic drugs. And then they started giving me Demerol pills, and then they started giving me morphine pills.
So they just kept on adding to the current prescription regimen.
And I had side effects from all the medication and the disease, and it came to a point where my bladder shut down, and I had to go in and have surgery. And I went to a rheumatologist, and he did $1,000 worth of blood work, and he came in and says, "You definitely have atypical systemic lupus." And from there, he started putting me on the steroids and the heavy other types of medication to try to shock my body back. And it helped for a while, but it had other side effects.
How were you able to manage with your family and your daughter? And you had a daughter. Did they help you most of the time, or how did that work?
My daughter missed out a lot on having her mother to help her through a lot of hard times, and she's a very loving, caring person, and she's very angry at the fact that I was ill, but not at me. She was just angry because her mother was in agony and in pain. And even my granddaughter, up until this point, I haven't been able to be a great grandmother with her. I would love to be able to run and play and, swing and sit for hours and play games, and I would have to be in the bed a lot and tell her I can't do it, Nana can't do it. And now I'm feeling great.
So let's talk about the good things now. Okay. When did you come here for the first time?
On last Thursday.
Last Thursday. Did you have any problems last Thursday, or did you have any problems coming up before Thursday?
Yes, on 2 weeks before that, I had to go into the emergency room and get 2 shots of morphine because I was having a migraine, terrible migraine.
Okay.
And then from then on, I went to my doctor, and he gave me an injection of steroid and trying to help my hip and lower back. I couldn't sit, walk, or lay. And then he gave me morphine pills, and I was on them for 5 days before I came here.
Because of the pain?
Because of the pain.
Now, where did you have your pain? Could you specifically go through the different parts of your body? Where did you have the pain? I know you mentioned your arm and your neck, but could you go ahead from top to bottom and tell me, like, what was the pain score, for instance?
When I came here, I hadn't taken a pain medication before I got in here. The day before I had.
Okay.
When I came in, all of my parts were 9s, 8s, and 7s.
Okay, so your arms and your
10,
neck.
9s, 8s.
Okay, could you name which particular part of the body that you had this? I mean, just like your
The most severe when I came in, the 10s were in my lower back, all the way across my lower back, and my right hip area.
So you.
And then from there, it went up the spine, and it became 7s, arms, 6, forearms, 5s, wrist, 7s, hands. I couldn't move my small finger at all. It was swollen up with inflammation. I had pain behind my eye, terrible pulsating pain on this side of my head and my eye.
Okay. So you came in last Thursday, right?
Right.
Okay. And you were treated with the ETD.
Right.
How long were you treated?
1 hour and a half.
1 hour and a half. How did you feel afterwards?
I was astonished. I didn't know how I felt. For the first time in years, I had peace in my body and my mind, and I felt like I was whole again.
What was your pain level?
1 and 0s and 2s.
But you were treated for 1 hour and you had pain for 17 years.
Right.
And you're saying it went away?
It went away.
In 1 hour?
In 1 hour. And it hasn't came back. I've had minor pain. Haven't even taken an aspirin because I don't need it.
And before this, you were on all kinds of medication, of one sort or another.
I was on 9 medications. 9. I know exactly how many I was on. 9. And I was taking 3 to 4 pills a day of each of those pills.
Okay. So you had you were diagnosed with lupus
and fibromyalgia.
Okay. So, and now you are better.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Could you say that?
I am 100% better.
Okay.
I was diagnosed twice, not once. I was retested for lupus, and both times came up positive for atypical systemic lupus and fibromyalgia. And I was treated with medications that never worked. And now I feel great.
You're on it.
After being on the medications for all these years, I haven't had one side effect from not taking the medications. I haven't had one withdrawal symptom. And that was another miracle. If I would have tried to get off of the medications I were on, which was all narcotics, I would have had severe withdrawals. And I just haven't had nothing.
So you feel whole.
I feel whole. I feel a feeling that I haven't felt. I haven't ever felt.
You have a wonderful story, you know, and we're so happy that ETD can help you. God bless you, and hopefully your health continues to improve, and you won't experience any illness again or pain again. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
And thank you.